Hello there, so it's Michael with another guitar lesson from Northern Ireland, and this is Southern Nights by Glen Campbell. So basically the only big video on the channel I did so far that had lots of views was another Glen Campbell song, so I always thought I must check his stuff out and do another one. So I found this one, Southern Nights. So you should know some bar chords to attempt this, so if you at least know like an F chord or a B minor, you know, those kind of shapes, then stick around, you can give this one a shot. So before we get to the chords and strumming, let me show you this cool bluesy riff. Okay, so there's a few ways you can do this. I'm going to recommend that when you do this 2/4 bit, that you use your middle and pinky, but you might be tempted to use first and third finger. Just whatever you want, but I'm going to suggest this way. So this is what we got. 2 and 4 on the A string. 2 on the D string. Then 4 on the D string. Then the reason I'm suggesting use those fingers is so the first finger is free to play this 1 on the G string. So everything so far? And you'll notice in the speed in that, the first two are actually called dotted notes, they're a bit delayed. Then we've got this one that's just a quarter note. Then this 4 to 1 on the G, they're 16th notes, so they're a bit quicker. Then come back to 4 on the D string, 2, and then down to 4 on the A string. So that's everything so far. So just do that riff 3 times before you get to this last kind of blues rundown. So if you can, I like to slide into this note. It is with the little finger. I suppose you could use your third finger there if you wanted, but this is the way I'm going to show you to do it. So 5, 4 and 2 on the D string. Then go to the A string, you're going to play 5, 2, 1. So just back the first finger up there, open A string, and finish on that 3rd fret of the low E string. And that completes the riff, and that's going to come up a few times again. Okay, so the chords, E chord. Then we have this C#7. Now when you look, it looks like he's holding it this way, which is a C7 shape. Bump it up once, 1 fret. Forget about the low E and the high E. If you know like a regular 5-string dominant 7 shape, you could do that chord. I'm just going to use this one for now. Now this next chord, I'll give you a few options. It looks and sounds like he's doing F# minor in the live performance I'm basing this off. Now I think Glen Campbell might have did it Barre Chords the Hendrix way, I would call it, with the thumb taking care of the bass note. My hands are too small to do that, so I can't do that. So you could do this, or put the full bar down. Whatever you want. Now I got sheet music for this and it said F#7. And admittedly, if you listen to the recorded version, you know, my ear wants to hear F#7. You know, other instruments could be making it sound that way, so you've got a choice there. F#7 or F sharp minor. Okay, you listen to it and you make the decision. Then you got an A chord, so you could do just an open A chord. I like to do this bar chord version. So take your F shape, play it from fret 5. Again though, Glen Campbell's sort of looking like this in a way. So if you can do those versions, that's fine. You could even do a small version like that. Or that. Just get some kind of A there. Then G sharp minor. So if you were here with your A, back everything down a fret, take off the middle finger, so that would become a minor bar chord, and in this case it's G sharp minor. And then B7. I'm doing the bar chord version down there. Could do an open chord. There's also B7 up there. Okay, I'm going to stick to that one. So those are your chords. Let me recap that. E, C sharp 7, F sharp minor, A, G sharp minor, B7. Now the strumming is not too complicated really. It's what you would call syncopated. So there's no real downstrokes most of the time. This is how it goes. Okay, so hold down your E chord, and what we're doing are these dead notes. So kind of play a downstroke but have the chord muted. Now I actually don't really do anything there. I just use the back of my hand there to mute off the strings. So you can do a downstroke but mute everything. And then you want those upstrokes to be coming out. That's where the rhythm comes from. So just practice that for a while. That will take care of most things in the song strumming wise. So I'll do a slow playthrough here of all the chords. That would be the verse. And there's just a little something extra at the end that I'll get to in a sec. So just on your B7, you do like half a bar that we've been doing before with those dead notes, and then just fill the rest of the bar in. I just do 4 more downstrokes. Alright, I mean you could do it like that, but I think the feel of it is a bit better with those downstrokes. So we've covered intro and verse, and that takes care of most of the rest of the song. You've got like the riff and the verse coming up quite a lot, so that's really most of it done. So what I did was make a tab of this that you can download below that shows you how to play all this stuff. You don't have to pay for anything. All I want you to do on this channel is like the videos and subscribe to get it growing for me. That's all I would ask from you. And if you're feeling crazy, you can check out my music on michaelhanna.bandcamp.com. Anyway, on with the rest of it. So before I just finish a few other bits in the song, I'm just going to play the riff section and the verse section together to put it in context for you. Alright, just at the end of the third verse, there's a slightly different ending, so I'm just going to show you that extra bit. So you do all the same stuff as before. It's like you're playing the whole sequence twice again, but just at the end you've got a slightly quicker change. So let me do the last part of the third verse. So just in the last bar of that verse, do like half a bar of an A and just scoot it up to get a B bar chord. Just while I'm on bar chord stuff, I don't want to digress too much, but what I find when I'm teaching people is if that's difficult at the minute, experiment with how far down you push that first finger on your bar chords, okay? If it's more like that, even though I kind of do it that way, but I had the advantage of learning this stuff when I was younger. If you're older, I know it's hard sometimes. If it's not always clear that way, experiment with pushing it down. You might get better coverage over those skinny strings as opposed to that way. So you can experiment with that. That's all the parts covered. You have another riff and then the outro verse that just plays the same thing and fades out. So I'm just going to play this and that's us.